Divan of a kingdom wanted to retire due to his old age. He wanted to spend the rest of his life in praying God. The king had a great regard for the old Divan as he was very wise and compassionate. The king requested him to find another divan for the estate before he retires. The king said the new divan should be kind and helpful to the poor like you. The divan advertised the post. A lot of people applied for this prestigious post. The divan selected about 20 of them and asked them to come for interview. Each of them hoped that he would get the post. The secretary of the divan talked to all of them first and said, "The divan will conduct the interview tomorrow. You can rest well today and prepare yourself for the interview. We have a hockey match this evening in the palace ground. All of you can participate in the match," said the secretary. Some of them were good hockey players. They thought their skill of playing the match will probably be a plus point in their selection. The applicants had their lunch, took some rest, and went to the ground for the match. They enjoyed the game. After the game, they all were returning to the palace. It was getting dark. While walking back towards the palace, they saw an old man struggling to take his cart out of the mud. The more he tried, the more the wheels sank into the mud. He looked around for help. The players looked at the old farmer with disgust as they had come there to become the divan of the state. They felt it humiliating to help an old dirty farmer. They ignored him and went on their way. At last, one of the applicants, whose name was Dinanath, came. He looked at the old man and said, "Baba, can I help you?" The old man said, "How can I dare to ask you to pull this cart out of the mud? You may be our next divan. How can you do this dirty job of pulling my cart out of mud?" The young man said nothing. He immediately went down into the mud without caring about his clothes and pushed the wheel of the cart out of the mud. The old man was very grateful to him. He said, "May God bless you to be our new divan." The next day, all the applicants assembled in the hall for the interview. The divan was seated on his chair. Dinanath looked at the divan's face. He thought to himself, "The divan looks very similar to the old man I saw yesterday. What a resemblance!" The divan started speaking. "My dear friends, the interview is over. Mr. Dinanath is the new divan." Everyone looked surprised. "What type of interview is this?" The divan said, "I was the old man struggling with the cart yesterday. None of you bothered to help me. Then how can you help the poor people of this estate?" The king and the divan are not only to rule the people, they have to serve them. They should be compassionate towards their subjects. Dinanath only proved himself to be compassionate, and I am sure he will prove worthy to the expectations of the king and the people of the state.